Hey everybody, welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Yellow. In the last episode, we started... Red McLean started his... What am I trying to say? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I worked out this whole monologue and I'm screwing it up. Well, anyway, in the last episode, Red McLean started his liberation of Silph Co. In this episode, we're going to go take on Giovanni. But first, we got to take on Jesse and James again.
And in the meantime, welcome to our Pokemon Yellow Let's Play, everybody. I am Drak.
I'm Shadow.
And we're both Silph Co executives, apparently, because we have all the access.
Yes, we are Silph Co executives.
And for those who might have been noticing, you might actually notice that Alex sounds kind of loud.
Because now Drak is coming to you in stereo.
Indeed, Drak and Shadow now in space!
We finally got 2 mics, so now you don't have to hear me be the soft talker.
Yes, we've seen the commentary that has come up on the YouTube channel. Guys, it wasn't that we were doing it by any other choice. We're both, you know, I'm a student, he's working, we don't have that much money, so we have to kind of save up before we can get new hardware.
Yes.
So finally, we have new hardware.
So hopefully this will solve a lot of problems.
And now we don't have to be in each other's personal business to get recording done.
Yes. On another matter, you of course mentioned Silph Co executives, and I believe, unless I'm totally wrong on this, but in the beta version, or at least in the ROM of Pokemon Red, Blue, Green, there actually was a trainer class known as Silph Executive, so meaning potentially you could have fought him.
Oh, I know Executive got added later. I mean, I think there is an Executive building that you go into in Gen 2, right? So there is Executives. Maybe that's Gen 3 I'm thinking of.
You might be right about Gen 2.
Because I could have sworn there was another building you had to go into that was
there's the radio tower in Gen 2 and Gold, Silver, Crystal, so... And yeah, you do fight like a fake executive. Spoiler alert!
Oh my gosh! It's almost like all the executives of the world have gone to the card graveyard.
Okay, so after looking up some strategy, I'm ready to go take on Giovanni.
You're ready to take on Giovanni of Team Rocket and of the card graveyard.
So we meet again. The president and I are discussing a vital business proposition. Keep your nose out of grown-up matters, or experience a world of pain.
So at this point, I'm not going to lie, when I played this game the first time, I went to the Charlie Brown reference. No kids allowed.
Giovanni wants to fight, and he sends out a Nidorino. I counter with a Hypno.
Indeed. With all of its psychic glory.
Super effective.
And then we got Persian, his trademark Persian. The Persian that earned him all those riches. Somebody needs to do a joke of that, of him abusing that Persian with Payday, and that's how he got the Team Rocket fortune.
Must be.
So, like, you know that there had to have been, like, 10 Persians that came before it, that he just ran into the ground. What? You can't do Payday anymore? That's fine. Go and get another Meowth.
And of course he uses a guard special. But it doesn't help you because I have physical moves on my side.
Indeed. And your Primate just leveled up, so now it's even more in trouble. And now we have a Rhyhorn. And I think this is like the first time he actually uses the Rhyhorn in your battles with him. I think. And then when you actually get to the gym battle, it is a Rhydon, isn't it?
Yes.
He finally evolved it. That's got to be one of the weirdest evolutions, too, because I know a lot of people who did not want to evolve Rhyhorn at all. Because they liked Rhyhorn over Rhydon.
Really? I don't know why. I think Rhydon's better.
I actually think Rhyhorn looks a little bit better, just because it looks more rockish. But I cannot deny that Rhydon is more powerful in the fact that he's probably one of the few Pokemon that actually gets Drill... What is it, Drill Horn?
Drill Horn.
Horn Drill?
Horn Drill, yeah. Needle,
Drill Horn, Horn Drill. I'm so happy to be kicking your butt!
guard special, but it won't help you because Psychic is unbearably overpowered in this generation.
And now, another Pokemon.
Okay, it hung on by the skin of its teeth. Lucky shot.
That's how it works, Alex. I mean, it's Giovanni for crying out loud, man. It's Giovanni.
He is Giovanni. He is the...
It's just like platforming, Alex. It's Giovanni.
Sure. Level 40. Red defeated Giovanni. I'm awesome. Arrgh, I lost again. Curses. Foiled again.
What that crest on his coat is. If he actually does have like a Team Rocket crest on his jacket.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
But of course now he pulls out the smoke bomb and Ninja Vanish!
Thank you for saving Silph. I will never forget you. You saved us in our moment of peril. I have to thank you in some way, because I am rich, I can give you anything. Here, maybe this will do. And you get the Master Ball! You can't buy that anywhere. It's our secret prototype Master Ball. It will catch any Pokemon without fail. You should be quiet about using it, though. Why?
Quick, Alex! Rattata on the ground! Go catch it! Thank you, Dorkly. Oh, please tell me you talk. Yes. Thank you for rescuing all of us. We admire your courage.
Why are you giving her a monotone voice?
Because that's what she sounds like to me.
But she has exclamation points, so she's clearly enthusiastic.
I think that might have been just because Pro Jared did that in the Nuzlocke.
And somehow I dig out of a building. Nintendo
I forgot you
watching.
could do that. Who needs an escape rope when you can dig out of a 10-story building? And magical teleportation!
We're now back in Fuschia City where we can go take on Koga.
Who needs fly when you have teleport? Now, I'll admit, Alex, when first going through this gym, it was actually really frustrating. Because of the invisible walls. You can barely see if you're looking for it on the color line.
It's a lot easier in the Generation 1, though.
Yes.
Later generations, it's actually more tricky to find.
No, because they dissolved those lines.
Yes.
So, like in Gen 2, can't find it. Because they want you to actually have a hard time and run into every trainer.
Each game gets easier yet harder at the same time.
Well, it's like Blaine. I mean, they literally made it so you could not skip trainers. Because they're the only ones that can open the doors to get to Blaine.
Well, you have to take the quiz. But you really want to fight Blaine, but we'll get to that later. Psychic. And why does a Poison Gym have a lot of Psychic Pokemon? I don't understand this.
Because apparently it likes training a bunch of psychic trainers to be ninja.
I guess so.
Because like there's all these jugglers and circus performers and fortune tellers.
It's
And
like
apparently they've decided to give up their life of luxury and become ninja.
It's like the Penguin's henchman in Batman Returns.
I'll get you, Batman. Okay, I'll stop.
That's it. Psychic Pokemon are terrible in this.
Apparently, he has not been training his Pikachu at all. His Pikachu has gotten lazy. And now it's not as super powered, so... But at the same time, why is Team Rocket chasing you?
They're not chasing me. Oh, that's good. No, I'm chasing them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the games at least.
Exactly.
In the anime, Jesse and James are just stupid.
So, Alex, I did want to bring this up because people might be asking. We talked about it in a previous part of an LP. Have you actually taken out Pokemon X and played it?
Yes, I have.
How far are you?
Not very far. In fact, the game is very big, so I've only had one gym badge so far because there's so much in between. It's a little like Ruby and Sapphire in that way, but there's a lot to do at least.
So are you trying to speed through it, or are you actually trying to enjoy it? Like take a deep breath and soak in everything that's happening?
I'm taking my time. I'm just enjoying it.
Because I've actually been watching the new Nuzlocke by Pro Jared that is actually based in a blind playthrough of Pokemon Y. And I've been noticing a lot of the major changes, and holy moly, I mean, the interface is a big improvement.
I know what's amazing. It is amazing.
I mean, they just barely added, trainer customization. You were always this palette of male trainer, female trainer. Now you can change your clothes, you can change your hair.
Yeah. I mean, really. I think for For years, I've been hoping for like a console iteration, like a mainstream console iteration of Pokemon. I take it back now. I think the 3DS has.
I think this is as close as you're ever going to get.
Yeah.
The only thing that Nintendo could do is, we've complained about it on our LPs, make it so you can play the 3DS on the TV, and there you go. You've got it.
Yeah, really.
I mean, I'll be honest. I've said this is actually going to shock Alex a little bit, because I've said it to my wife, and now I'll say it to you. This is the first title where I've actually wanted to get it at release, because it is so well polished that it probably will become a very favorite to me in this franchise.
Absolutely.
And I shocked my wife by saying that. She's like, "You don't go to GameStop to get that stuff. You don't go at release to get a Pokemon game." No, yeah, because I wait for her review. If she doesn't like it, then I'm not going to get it.
Makes sense.
But this is the first one where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go get it myself.
So you know, my sister and I have been in the Pokemon game since the very beginning.
Yeah, and I joined in much later, so I really do rely on you guys' opinion more than I do on anybody else. Because if the hardcore Pokemon fans aren't going to like it, no reason to pick it up.
Juggler wants to fight. And he sent out a
Seriously,
drowsy. Everybody, stop having psychic Pokemon. You're a poison gym.
Exactly. I mean, seriously, we've got to look at Koga's recruiting tactics. He went straight to Saffron City, took all the people that got rejected from Sabrina's gym, and just brought them down to his.
That's pretty much the case. It must be. But still, this would be like if the fighting dojo next door had psychic Pokemon.
What you don't understand, Alex, is that we are ninja. We have aggressive, deceptive tactics. And we will bring in whatever trainer we want. Even though we excel at poison Pokemon, we decided to take in other trainers. Next, we will attack Blaine's rejects and get a bunch of fire Pokemon. I only brought up Blaine because he's like coming up next. I mean, why on earth would we go to Fuschia City and get rejected rock Pokemon? Broker rejected them for a reason.
Okay, Adam, please do not offend our entire...
Are we gonna get hate mail?
Yes, we are gonna get hate mail at this rate.
To which I say, if we get a hate mail, ninja, vanish! It's a ninja gym. How can I not go to that voice? Or at least it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be this ninja dojo. And the only ninja is Koga and, according to the anime, his daughter.
Yes, really.
Who later takes on... yeah, she takes it on because he becomes Elite Four. And so she's the Fuschia City gym leader in Gen 2.
That's correct.
Which was a cool concept.
I also study the ways of ninja. Ninja have a long history of using animals.
Oh, are we actually going to see a tamer? And this is the introduction of the tamer. This is like the first time we've ever seen it. And no, we're not talking Digimon tamers.
We're not going to go there this time.
As much as we would like to bio-merge, we cannot. As much as we would like to do Matrix Digivolution, we cannot. But I want a Matrix Digivolve. Speaking of, I'm actually really going to be excited when Netflix puts that up on their streaming. Because they've got the first 2 seasons, and I've heard Tamers is coming soon.
Yeah, it should be.
I'm going to go see all the things that made... It's just so traumatizing for kids.
And just like that, super effective.
Admit it, Alex, you got a little bit of satisfaction by taking a Sand Slash out.
Yes, I did. Charbaka. See, you got poison types. Admittedly, Sand Slash is a part ground type, but still.
See, you can give the credit to the Tamers. They at least had poison types. But no, not the jugglers. To be truthful, I think Blaine's Pokemon battlers at least have some poison Pokemon mixed in with their fire. So at that point, they are probably more credited to be Fuchsia Gym supporters than these guys are. I mean, seriously. Magic wall.
Stop right there. Our invisible walls have you frustrated? Not as much as your invisible guns.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Oh, another tamer! And have you also kind of noticed that the jugglers have way more Pokemon than the tamers do?
Yeah, that's kind of the idea of the juggler class, is they're more prone to switching out.
Just makes me giggle. No! Wartortle has been poisoned!
And of course it poisons me on the first go. I could never do that.
Oh, of course not.
Why are you faster than me?
Because
I know I'm a turtle,
because he
but
follows
still.
the beliefs of Mad Crits.
Sandslash isn't that fast. Wartortle should be faster. Sandslash has bad speed.
You guys will have to, you'll have to forgive his Sandslash hate. He's sick and tired of mine. That's just the bottom line of it. We promise, he doesn't hate Pokemon. Okay, maybe a few he does. Just like I do. All the cutesy Pokemon, you can go jump off the bridge.
I don't hate the cutesy Pokemon.
I don't get the... Look, you know, people will probably criticize me for this, but look, the baby Pokemon, they're not built for me. They're built for my wife who goes, oh.
They're for the girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, girls.
I mean, that's why my wife has a big Pichu plushie. So, you know, it's just the way it works.
Well, I bought that Pichu for her.
Yeah, exactly. You knew she would like it. There you go. There's nothing wrong with it, girls. We still appreciate you, but we know who those were built for.
Like my friend Marta.
And then we're gonna get comments going, but I totally like Scyther and all that stuff. I'm like, that's cool. You can like those. I have no problem with it. Just as much as I know there are guys who will go for the cutesy Pokemon. That's fine.
Trio, trio, trio.
Tickle-a-tick, tickle-a-tick, trio, trio, trio. And now more even. And here's the other part that's funny about this, is that all the jugglers, none of them have Abras. None of them have Kadabras. They all have, like, Drowsy or Hypno.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with that. Poison gas attack.
Was there, like, a craze we missed somewhere down the line where, like, Hypno was the thing?
There must have been.
Not even a Mr. Mime. Right out loud. Even Sabrina's gym, like, has something resembling a Mr. Mime in theirs. Granted, it's part of her lineup, but... Alright, and here is Kuga.
Yes, but I'm going to go heal up first.
While getting stuck on the walls. Of course you want to go refill, because you... I mean, if you have done the same mistake that all of us ever did when we first ran in here, we're like, oh, poison types? Okay, we'll fuel up for poison types. Nope, psychic types, now you're screwed.
Yeah, pretty much.
If anything, in my lesson, I've just learned, okay, beef up with, for psychic to deal with the trainers, then go back and redo everything for poison. And I think, in all honesty, I might be wrong about this, Alex, but Koga's probably the only poison gym leader, because I don't think any gym after used poison.
Yeah, I think you're about right with that.
I think he was the only one that ever did.
Wahahaha! A mere child like you dares to challenge me? Very well, I shall show you true terror as Ninja Master. You shall feel the despair of poison and sleep techniques even though you only have like one Pokemon.
Oh, does he only have one? I thought he had like two.
Okay, he's got more than one.
Four. Yeah, Venonat, because, we had to have the focus of the episode around him.
Yeah, you see, where are the Venonats? Why does everybody have like a Hypno and a Drowsy? Where are the Venonats?
Venonat, Venomoth. I mean, we had Arbok, but we didn't have any Ekans. We had Wheezing, but no Coughing. We had no Grimer or Muck.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a Muck in this.
And what's even funnier about this is that, people watch the anime, and this is supposed to be more anime-inspired. Shouldn't we be fighting his daughter? Because that's who Ash fought? He didn't fight Koga. I don't even think Koga showed up.
Koga showed up.
Oh yeah, he did. Like much later.
No, even in that episode, he showed up.
But it was still his daughter that he got the soul badge from, right?
I honestly can't remember.
I don't think he battled Koga.
Maybe he didn't. This is what I get for not trying to just sweep it.
Oh wait, no, actually I think he did, because the focus in this game is the fact that his prized Pokemon is a Venomoth. Mm-hmm. And that was... So Venonat was the daughter's, and then Venomoth was his. So maybe he just battled the Venomoth, and then that was it.
Double Edge. The only thing I remember of that episode is the Venomoth evolving right on the spot. And Brock going, a Metamorphosis attack? No, just evolved! It's like Misty's just like, no, it just evolved, you idiot!
No, Brock. Digivolution doesn't exist in this plane.
It would be another, like, 20 years before.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we get the in-battle evolution, which is now an X and Y.
The Mega Evolution.
Yes.
Which I still have not seen in LPs or anything like that, so I have no idea how you even trigger it. In fact, I think the whole story is based around you have to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, that is pretty much the plot of the game now.
Because the Professor Sycamore, I'm sorry, but dude, really, all the trees. Like, I even thought maybe in the 4th gen, we skipped the tree name? No. So Professor Sycamore actually does send you out to learn about Mega Evolution and how it works. But yeah, we have Oak, we have Elm, we have Birch. Mm-hmm. Rowan I thought was not, because Rowan. And then...
Ivy. Well, that's anime only, but still.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Professor Ivy. And then 5th one. I can't remember which one that was.
You have proven your worth. Here, take the soul badge.
And a ton of money.
Now that you have the soul badge, the defense of your Pokemon increases. And also lets you use Surf outside of battle. Ah, take this too.
Make dude, space for this child. Surf?
Item caps! I just toss all my Pokeballs. I don't catch any more Pokemon in this.
And on top of that, I mean, you're probably just going to want to upgrade to other balls. That's what I've been doing.
Now you have the soul badge, and I'm going to repeat myself.
Blah, 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 blah. I am repeating myself because I am ninja.
TM06, which is Toxic.
I think it's the only way you can get it, right?
I believe so in this game, yeah. And Toxic is good because I think just about every Pokemon can learn it. And it badly poisons the opponent Pokemon, which chips their health much more than regular poison.
Yes, but it will do... Maybe I'm not remembering this correctly, but it will do better on a legit poison Pokemon, right?
Actually, I think in this generation it doesn't.
Really?
It's been a little refined and polished out again in later generations, like a lot of other things, but... Because I tried on a lot of poison Pokemon and it always seemed to miss, so I don't think it affects poison in this gen.
See, in a lot of cases, I had read that, like, an optimum person to give it to is if you have a Gengar, give it Toxic, because Gengar, up until the Dark type was developed, didn't really learn anything in its type, so you could easily augment it and make it a poison type. Mm-hmm. But it looks like we are actually to the end of our part, so sit back and relax next week while we take on probably... Are we going on to Sabrina?
Sabrina, next one, yes.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy as we come back in Saffron Gym next week in our Pokemon Yellow LP. I am Drak.
I'm Shadow.
We'll see you next time.